Welcome to We Bombastic Few, episode 11.
Hey everyone, Daniel here, just going back through doing some audio editing. It's episode 12, it's not episode 11. I goofed. We talk about this in the conclusion. Wow, can't believe I did that. Probably the most embarrassing moment of my life, but I kept it in for you, the listener, because I'm a man of the people. Now back to your regularly scheduled podcasting.
Now, this episode is special for 3 different reasons. 1, it is our Thanksgiving episode. Howdy do.
Woo.
2, it's our first episode with 2 guests. My roommate, Chad.
Hello.
Let's go.
And his brother, Alex.
Heyo.
And for a 3rd reason, it is actually our season finale. Now, it's the season finale kind of Doctor Who style in that it is the season finale, but we're also going to have a Christmas special. So stay tuned for that. And we also have our other 2 hosts from here. Not the main host, but our other host, Brent.
I'm here. You know it. Also, we may or may not regenerate one of our not main hosts. Daniel, watch out.
And Lindsay.
Also known as your the podcast manager. What's up?
All right. So
I'm just gonna keep
we're all
sticking
here.
that in there until we all agree that I'm the manager.
Nope.
We'll talk later.
Yeah, you can come into the manager's office later.
All right, so it's gonna be a fun episode. Might be long, might be really long, might be normal length. We really never know going in. Today's segments, we have a personality quiz, not from BuzzFeed, so we are calling the segment.
It's a BuzzFeed quiz. It's a BuzzFeed
No, it's
quiz.
not. No,
It's a BuzzFeed quiz.
no.
Well, it's not from BuzzFeed, but it's a BuzzFeed quiz.
The URL says otherwise.
Okay. Whatever you say, sir.
You say host number 3.
I'd like to defer to the podcast manager. Is this a BuzzFeed quiz?
I don't know. It doesn't on my screen does not look like a BuzzFeed quiz. It looks like a different website.
Nothing
But
on
we'll
this
go.
page indicates BuzzFeed to me.
Other than the more quizzes tab.
It's a BuzzFeed quiz. Continue.
So,
Okay.
personality quiz, segment 1. Segment 2, next big thing. Wait, is that segment 2? That's not segment 2. Oh, wait, yes, it is. Sorry.
It's segment 2.
Next big thing. We did that episode 2. We're going to do it again because it seems like none of our predictions came through, but we're going to try again. Christmas season's coming up, and I think that's when our ideas are really going to boom this time.
Agreed.
And we've got a hypothetical, because what's a podcast without a hypothetical?
Amen
It is
to
a
that.
Thanksgiving episode, and as promised, and because the Halloween episode got such critical acclaim, we will be doing a Thanksgiving song. Update on the Halloween song. I applied. We're up for an Emmy nomination.
Right.
We'll see how it goes.
Currently, you have 2 votes for yes.
We're not sure which host hasn't voted yet.
I know the manager has.
All right, and with that, Lindsay, I think you want to start.
Do the bombastic word first. It's out of order.
Yeah.
you're
Think
right.
about the bombastic word of the day.
The bombastic word of the day in Thanksgiving theme is gobbledygook. Unclear or wordy jargon.
Might be a lot of that today.
Yeah. Might be too much of it, honestly. All right. Chad and Alex, you can answer these any which way you want. If you guys both have interesting answers, we want both answers from both. First question. Have you ever been electrocuted?
Yes. Oh, I've got quite the story
Hold
for
on.
this.
Wait, let's
Go
hear the
ahead.
story. Let's hear it.
Our
I'd love to hear it.
family Loves Capture the Flag. Boy, do we love Capture the Flag. And
Where
we
is
were
this film?
visiting our family up in upstate New York. Alex is the faster of the brothers, and we are chasing each other, and I begin running through the forest just to avoid Alex, and we're hopping over trees and all this stuff. Then I come to a stop and realize that I've been impaled by those blood thorns. Is that what we call them? You know, those really thorny vines. And then I look down and realize I was not impaled at all. However, I was stuck on a cow fence. for about 30 seconds or so. And so, needless to say, I was caught and captured.
Yeah, I tagged him immediately afterwards and then looked for help.
Well, I'm going to turn it over to Brent to give some clarification.
Technically, the word electrocuted means you died via a electric shock, but so welcome back to the land of the living. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Forgot to mention that the help he got was a defibrillator.
Right on.
Morgue.
All right, next question. What will you bring that is unique to the program or to the podcast? What are you going to contribute to us today?
I have nice hair.
I'm sure every audio listener will love that.
Ain't that the truth?
Also, I just realized I've switched to the guest profile. Daniel, I don't know if you can.
I did not pull up the guest profile, but yeah, that's just the editing team. We can just
Yeah, it's fine. It'll be fixed in post.
We'll cut this audio out, or I won't.
We'll see.
Cut here?
All right.
What I would bring is I have been known to have a voice that carries. At least my mom tells me so. So I don't have to be as close to the mic to be heard.
Chad
Oh, yeah.
has grown a beard before, and Alex.
Before. Not even currently.
Yeah,
All
he
right,
was
like-
made to shave it by his lady friend.
Oh, that's a feels bad.
My face is so cold.
All right. Next question. What's your biggest fear?
Biggest fear. That is an excellent question. I think my biggest fear is being on a podcast where no one likes me.
Oh boy.
I can relate to that.
Good news.
We don't have a budget for counseling here.
What fears is to face them.
Chad, we have news for you. My biggest fear, which has been realized, is that my younger brother gets taller than me.
Oh, that sucks.
Happens.
Yes.
My brother
Not
who's
my
a
family.
my brother's who's a Jacob, who's 11 months younger than me, is the exact same height as I am. So I mean, it's not much better, but
Ooh.
Ouch.
all right. A penguin walks through the door right now wearing a sombrero. What does he say, and why is he here?
That sounds
What
like
does
a lot
he
of gobbledygook to me.
Dang, point for him.
Ooh, what would he say? Well, since he's wearing a sombrero, I'd have to think it's a Hispanic penguin. But I feel that may be profiling.
I don't think
We just think it's a sombrero, but as everyone knows, what was it? The yarmulke from way back.
Oh,
when
yes.
was
yes.
like a
The
sombrero.
fake hoot?
Yeah, the big-
Yeah.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
yeah,
All
he's
right.
Jewish.
I think the penguin would come in, see Alex's hair, not say anything, and walk back out.
But why was he here?
Why was he here? Oh, I forgot about that question. Well, I believe
Why are any of us here?
well, you know, Brent, I'm trying to answer the question.
I'm trying to make comedy for my podcast, so
Your interview, Brent?
That's right. We're never coming back.
This is why I'm the main host.
I think he was here on vacation. Yeah. And we're going to call it at that so we get the next question.
Or are we not going to get the second answer?
No.
Alex, you got something?
He says something in Jewish and then walks out.
Okay, I'll take it. Next question. Do you have any siblings that are close to you, and what do you hate most about them?
Well, let's see. I have this brother who will remain unnamed. I also have two sisters. Those are the only siblings I have.
I'd like to say I have a brother too.
And so, well, let's go over what I hate about him. He is the most intelligent person that I know, and I know he's exclusively going for his doctorate program, so that I have to call him Dr. Edwards. And that's what I hate about him.
You know, Chad's tall.
Calling him out. You were so specific about which sibling it was. That was so rude. All right. Have you ever been arrested?
I have,
Like, are we talking like cardiac arrest or like a police officer?
because I've been
As-
electrocuted.
It's up to you. Have you been arrested?
I
have rested many times.
have not been arrested since the trial.
Of?
And
I don't know if
that's
we can
all I'm
divulge
at
that.
liberty to say at this point.
The witch trials?
Maybe.
Would you like to
All right,
No
last
comment.
question. I plead the fifth.
That's right.
Mr. Jaqueline cuts a 5-foot long rope into 3 parts and divides it among Bill, Bob, and Bo. Bill gets 1/3 of the rope, Bob gets 1/5 of the rope, and Bo gets the remaining portion of the rope. Find the length of Bob's rope.
So the rope is 5 feet long.
Incorrect, 15 feet long.
Oh, the rope is 15 feet
You did
long.
say 5 feet.
Oh, I'm sorry, 15. My
Wait,
bad.
Did he say he cuts it in 5 equal pieces?
No.
The 3 pieces.
No,
total.
3 parts.
So I'm gonna say 7 feet.
Yeah. That adds up, right? Because you give 5 foot and 3 foot, unless we missed up with the name.
Okay,
Wait,
okay.
which one's Bob? Is that
Yeah,
Bob
yeah.
the first one? Is Bob the first one?
No.
Joke's
So-
on you, we didn't get the answer from the 3rd grade Math Olympic website I got it from.
No.
Just 7 feet for anyone who's interested.
To all you third graders out there.
I know what the answer is. Mr. J. Quillen cuts a 15-foot long rope into 3 parts and divides it among Bill, Bob, and Bo. Bill gets 1/3 of the rope, Bob gets 1/5 of the rope, and Bo gets the remaining portion of the rope. Find the length of Bob's rope.
It is definitely 7 feet.
Yeah, I think so, right?
I think we got the names mixed up again.
No, Bob. How is
As
it?
long as
How is it
Bob
7
is the
feet?
one with no rope, he's given
the-
the remaining part, then we're good.
How
Well,
is it 7
because
feet?
there's a 1/3 and a 5th.
Right.
Or,
Yeah.
yeah,
No.
a 1/3 and a 5th.
Right. So that adds up to 8
But-
15ths.
Yeah.
But
Which is-
you guys are missing it. Bill gets 1/3 of the rope, Bob gets 1/5 of the rope, and Bo gets the remaining portion of the rope. Find the length of Bob's rope.
Bob.
sense.
Bob had
5.
It's 3.
It's the middle.
3
Next
feet.
question.
You guys
I
are a
could
bunch
see
of
it
engineers,
typed
and you
out,
guys didn't
ladies
get
and
this?
gentlemen.
Yeah, that's right.
It's because the names are so similar.
Oh my
Both,
gosh.
Like, if you say them
Oh
right,
my
they sound
goodness.
identical.
Nomenclature.
I suggested Bob, Bobo, and Bo.
Oh my.
The similarities of the names may have been intended, but that would be undisclosed for sure.
That's right.
All right. Next, we have some statistics, Brent.
All right, so season 1 so far, it's been pretty successful. So if you're wondering, so far we've had a total of 190 views on YouTube and 159 views from all podcasting sources, which it totals up to 349 total views for season 1. Round of
You have
applause.
a view on a podcast.
Shut up. Just clap. This is clapping time. No? Okay. All right. And thank you. Yes.
Daniel
yes.
hit the audio
The
clip?
main host here. Yes. Thank you. All right. 83 views alone on the first episode. That's 83 people minus the 20 that I am alone. Yep. Okay. It has been viewed in 8 out of the 50 states, 16% of the entire U.S.
Little fact, the 3 hosts are from the same state, so that is actually a lot more significant than expected.
And it has been viewed in 2 out of the 195 countries for a total of 1.025%.
Yes, more than 1%.
And we have had a total of 5 guests now on the podcast out of 7.53 billion people. So that's 6.64 times 10 to the negative 10% of all people.
Let's go.
Dang, we are climbing ranks here.
Yeah. We're making leaps and strides here.
Yeah.
And with that, that will take us into our BuzzFeed quiz. Lindsay, what do we got?
It's back to me already. I didn't even get a break. Oh, yeah. So thing we typically do when we have guests is we do a so-called BuzzFeed quiz. I don't think once it's been a BuzzFeed quiz, but we're
Has
going
not.
to do the segment called the BuzzFeed quiz by a different website, and it's going to be called "What Holiday Are You?" I did not pick this one. So
Symbio.com.
if it doesn't go well, it's not my fault because I didn't pick it. All right, we have 13 questions here. First one, pick an adorable baby animal. We got a little bitty rabbit. We got a polar bear, a black cat, a turkey.
That's definitely a chicken.
If you it says turkey, Brent.
Yeah.
Making it Thanksgiving.
Okay. Well, this website doesn't know what a
Ignoring the
chicken
holidays.
is.
I was going to say chicken, but it says turkey. And then we've got a swan and we've got a lizard. The polar bear's too cute. I'm just picturing like a
agree.
Coca-Cola
If you
commercial.
Pick anything but polar bear, you're wrong.
I like that baby swan, though.
No,
Just
the
as
bunny's
fun.
cute.
Also, that gecko seems fun.
I feel because the chicken's actually a turkey, it's obviously the correct answer.
Yeah, because of the relevance of the theme, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, guess what'd you guys pick?
Yeah, I totally picked the polar bear.
Oh, 100%.
I picked
Okay.
lizard.
Okay.
Goodness.
Reptiles are cool.
Oh
man.
my goodness.
I like reptiles.
All right.
I said adorable, not cool.
Okay, but look, did you see its eyes? It was like, and it had its mouth open. It just looked like so much fun.
Next question. Do you enjoy sending handwritten letters? Yes, it's the most personal. Sometimes it depends on my mood and the person. No, ain't nobody got time for that.
So, my fiance really enjoys and appreciates receiving handwritten letters from me because she currently lives 1,200 miles away from me.
And before you say any more, keep in mind that she has begun to listen to the podcast.
Yeah. So, I love sending handwritten cards, and it is the most personal.
Correct answer. No.
I'd say it depends on my mood and the person.
Yeah, sometimes for sure.
Sometimes I feel like handwritten goes better. In a way I can't really explain.
Yeah,
that-
I feel the same way.
The question is, though, do you enjoy sending handwritten cards? No.
Okay, no, that's fair. I might enjoy the writing process, but sending it, I don't remember how to format letters. I have to look it up.
Every stinking time.
That's
Can
funny.
someone remind me what handwriting is?
Yeah. Next. Which festive adult beverage looks most delicious?
All right, so
I don't think you have to replace the word adult with alcoholic.
I don't know what kind of kids are around here. I'm just making sure.
we've got mulled wine.
Yeah.
We've got whatever the second one is, sexy cocktail.
Yeah.
Eggnog. Something. It's taking a long time.
Pumpkin martini.
That maybe I don't know. Red wine, champagne. Now, obviously, the answer is eggnog. That's the correct answer. I will not allow further discussion.
So I have to clarify here: the question does not ask for the most delicious drink. It says which
no, you're
beverage
right.
looks the most delicious.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's which beverage looks the most delicious.
I have to say that I have the exact glass that the mulled wine is in my house.
Whoa.
I have that exact cup. And I've never described a cocktail as sexy. Not once.
Well, all I'm going to say is it lives up to the adjective describing it.
The eggnog does look pretty good.
Fruit is an aphrodisiac, ladies and gentlemen.
Some of them are, not all of them.
Shut it down.
I'm gonna go eggnog. It looks delicious.
Yeah, I'm going with the fruit, the cocktail.
The sexy cocktail, I'll admit, looks more delicious than the other one because fruit drinks are pretty delicious.
Amen.
But eggnog's obviously the favorite.
He's just throwing sophistication out the door. That's all.
What's changed?
Is this
All right.
supposed to be news?
All right. Who wants to take the next question?
All right. What is the most important human trait? Generosity, love, gratitude, bravery, self-awareness, or sacrifice?
Oh, that's tricky.
I'm gonna say good hair.
What- there is
The
no
secret answer.
secret
That's
option.
right. There's no submit your own response option.
If we hack the website, we can make a new option.
Sad thing is, Alex can 100% do that.
With zero hacking experience.
Are they generosity or love?
I'm gonna say sacrifice.
I'd say love because a lot of these kind of stem from love.
Fair.
Yeah, I agree, especially sacrifice, which is what I was gonna go for, and I think Brent had mentioned it too.
Yeah, I'd
Do
say
it.
all of them.
But I just, one sounds so much cooler. Sacrifice versus love. So I think on that note, sacrifice is more important.
And sacrifice displays love the best out of all of those, I would say.
I agree
So-
with that. I agree with that.
I'm going gratitude.
Alex is like, I hear you all, and choose option E.
I hear you all, and I thank you for your offerings, but I'm gonna go gratitude.
All right.
So, which cheesecake looks the most tempting?
It's cheesecake. They all look tempting.
Exactly.
Now, so we've got one smothered in caramel, and we've got one with like red velvet layers. There's one with peppermint sprinkled on top, one with blueberries and raspberries on the top. We've got a pumpkin cheesecake, and one that's drizzled in peanut butter and chocolate.
Reese's Cups.
And I'm
Yeah.
saying the Reese's Cup cheesecake looks the best.
No,
I'm gonna go
contest.
peppermint.
Definitely peanut butter.
Yep.
This next one is an ad.
No joke. We all got the
Wait, did we all pick peanut butter on that one?
Did we?
No, I click peppermint.
So
I've had
peanut
peppermint
butter.
cake before and I love it.
defend your choice.
Justify your answer.
All right.
Alright, can I take this one?
You got
Go
it.
for it.
Alright, we've got do you go to church? We've got yes, nearly every week. We've got only for major holidays. No, but I do consider myself to be a spiritual person. And never, I'm not interested in starting anytime soon.
So, it's kind of an in-between answer. There's not really an answer that suits for me because, I mean, I plan on going to church every week, but it doesn't usually happen.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I agree with that, and I've taken some steps to make sure that I can make it every week, so I'm going to go with that option.
I too am gonna click yes nearly every week because I go twice a week. Boom.
I too.
Well done,
Click
sir.
that.
You're a better man than us.
I'm not saying I'm better. I'm just saying I dedicate more time.
First you take over as manager of the podcast, and now you're better than us.
I gotta send prayers up for the podcast. That's all.
You would be the best choice.
That's 2 votes, yay.
All right. Pick a glittery color. So we've got orange glitter, black glitter, red glitter, pink glitter, silver glitter, and yellow glitter.
Now, me and Alex are going to put a disclaimer on this in that we rolled the dice in genetics and lost and are therefore both colorblind. However, it does have the text over it, so we're going to be using that exclusively.
Yeah, that pink looks like gray to me.
What
Dang.
That's
text
pink?
string looks the most appealing?
That's right.
I'm gonna go
I'm
silver.
going to say I've got a thing for 5-letter words, so black wins.
Three-letter
Silver.
words. Red wins for me.
I don't know.
How long
Pink.
is yellow? That's, yellow's.
What'd you guys pick?
Silver.
Silver.
Okay.
That's
100%
that's a
Poetic.
fair point.
That's a New Year's
But
answer.
you're going, yeah, that's right.
Save it
All
for
right.
the Christmas episode.
Next question. What is the most disgusting holiday treat? Candy corn, Peeps, fruitcake, cheap champagne, Necco wafers, or rose-flavored macaroons?
I don't even have to look at the answers here to tell you that the answer's Peeps.
Oh, well, See, Peeps are still marshmallowy, and I like marshmallows. I can deal with Peeps. I'm not a fan of fruitcake.
If you look at the ingredients list on Peeps, it says 1% wax for the eyes.
It is a 99% sugar. We weighed it.
It has to be fruitcake or cheap champagne. It has to be one of those two.
That's fair.
Necco wafers are pretty disgusting, though.
They're all pretty disgusting. Like the only ones that are half decent are rose flavored macaroons and candy corn. Those are the only ones that are half decent.
The
Never
question
had
is, if you have enough
rose
cheap
flavor.
champagne, can you really tell if it tastes bad or not?
Well, it didn't ask if it tastes bad. It asks which one is most disgusting.
Oh, that's fair. Drunk people are pretty disgusting. I may have to switch from Peeps to
Fruitcake.
cheap champagne.
A quick
I went fruitcake.
apology to anyone listening to our podcast drunk.
And a reminder to go back to question 6 on if you attend church weekly.
Sure, I'll go Peeps. I'll grant it's probably more disgusting.
What did you guys choose?
Peeps.
Necco wafers.
You know,
Fruitcake.
I forgot that was an option.
All right. On a scale of 1 to 3, how festive are you around the holidays? You just go with the flow each year? Do you get into the spirit but not overboard? Or are you holiday obsessed? Somewhere between going with the flow and getting into it but not overboard. I'll probably say just go with the flow each year.
Definitely, just go with the flow.
So I have to say, I really do enjoy holidays, but I am not obsessed in any way, shape, or form about them. So I'm going with number 2.
I'm going with
think
number
it's
2 also.
The people around me that kind of set my mood as well. So I would say I go with the flow.
Yeah.
What about you, Lindsay?
2 for sure. I like the holidays and enjoy it all, but I'm not one to put in a lot of effort towards it.
You know, we should have looked through this quiz and made sure most of the options were text-based and not image-based.
I mean, we can describe them.
Question 10. Pick an ornament. We've got Spider-Man. Like a little, like, pop figure-looking Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to look at the other ones. It's Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but hold on. We've got a cornucopia, and it is the Thanksgiving episode.
That's right.
We've got a Rudolph one, a glittery heart one, and a champagne ornament.
Someone
noticed
really
the theme.
likes or doesn't like champagne.
I don't know. I'm inclined to pick cornucopia because Thanksgiving, but obviously the answer is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I would like to point out that Rudolph ornament kind of looks like from the claymation Christmas
That's
episode.
true.
And
Classic.
I did love that, especially the abominable snowman. So for
Oh,
that
yes.
reason, I'm choosing Rudolph.
I'm going Spider-Man, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Advertisement.
Our next one is, if you could pick anyone to spend a holiday with, who would you choose? My significant other, my family, my friends, me, myself, and I.
I think I've given fair enough reason. I think everybody knows my answer at this point. So, A, my significant other.
I feel like you have to say your family,
Yeah.
but
Shout out to mom.
yeah, shout out to Brent's mom.
Shout out to Brent's mom, our
gonna
biggest
go
fan,
my
until I deem
family.
otherwise.
Can we get shout outs from our guests, please?
For
To
our
Brent's
family?
mom.
Or
No, specifically to my mother, not to your
Brent's
own
mom.
family.
Oh,
My bad. Yeah, shout out to Brent's mom. She's been the best.
I consider her a mentor.
Yep.
Yes. Oh my gosh, this next one's gonna be a little rough for 3 specific. Pick your favorite movie from the list below: Home Alone, Hocus Pocus, When Harry Met Sally, Rocky, Jesus Christ Superstar, and The Godfather Part 2.
Now, I'm very, very intrigued by Jesus Christ Superstar.
Exactly.
I've
That's
never
what I'm
heard
saying.
of it, but now I feel like I have to watch it.
Well,
Exactly.
here's the thing: the
In
Roman
my
soldiers
car
are
right
wearing
now.
wife beaters. Like,
Yeah, they're not even wife beaters. They're like tucked in.
tank
I don't
tops.
even know what they're. Yeah, they're like their nips are like cutting through the shirt. Like it's too much. I don't know if I even want to watch. It looks like the one on the
testosterone
right is
boost
hitting a
is,
vape pen
like,
or something.
expendable.
That's right. That's right.
Home Alone.
Y'all, if you enjoyed Jesus Christ Superstar, you would love the 7 sequels afterwards.
Godfather Part 2, 100%.
Over Home
I
Alone.
love the Godfather movie. I love Rocky, but in a choice, I think I'm gonna go Home Alone.
Yeah.
And Home Alone is just screaming my name every time I watch it.
I like it. I like the little or the Rube Goldberg
Yeah,
style.
exactly.
I love
Yeah.
that stuff. Question 13, last question. If you were to become instantly famous for any talent, what would you want it to be? Singing, dancing, acting, cooking, magic, or matchmaking?
So, for those of you that don't know, which probably most of you, I've been doing card magic and close-up magic for 10 years now. So, I think I'm going to go cooking.
Solid.
He wants to work for his magic fame.
That's right.
He doesn't want to become instantly famous.
Dude, I'd watch a cooking show if it was magic based.
That
You just
would be
like you just
awesome.
pull eggs from behind his ear or something.
And I'll put the tinfoil over this uncooked lasagna dish and it's cooked.
No camera tricks.
I'd
See,
say cooking
Magic
too.
would be
That'd
fun.
Be the coolest thing to be famous for, I think, out of all of those.
Oh yeah, cooking is one that you can like use
imagine
the rest of
being
your
so
lifestyle
good at
too.
cooking that you're world recognized.
What's his
Oh.
But
I
magic
not
would be cool.
the
surprised.
guy that shouts at
I'm
everyone.
not surprised
Oh,
with
Emerald.
Gordon Ramsay?
Gordon Ramsay. But how many more Gordon Ramsays does the world actually need?
Do you view me as a Gordon Ramsay figure, Chad?
No comment.
100% magic. Although being famous for matchmaking, like Will Smith in the movie Hitch, would be pretty neat.
Oh.
Shout out to Will Smith. We're still trying
Yeah.
to get him as
Yup.
a guest star, and then we'll cut it off there.
What's this we?
Yeah.
Well, we need networking people. You've got
Yeah.
2 leads of the podcast and the manager.
One of the leads is the manager. You guys can fight for the other one.
We're still not sure who is the lead.
With the manager, that
I think
that
we
is
all know.
nailed down.
We do all know. I got Christmas.
I got Christmas.
I got Christmas.
I got Valentine's Day.
I got Easter.
What?
I went for all the fiance answers, Dan.
I don't know, Chad. I'm a romantic at heart, apparently.
I have a commitment to the best version of myself, and I inspire those around me.
Oh,
Wait, what'd you get, Brent?
Easter. Not to mention, I'm also pretty freaking adorable, according to this.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
it's
Not wrong.
love. It makes the world go round. For you, the celebration of you and your significant other, or your desire for one, is an everyday holiday.
All right, just one of us want to read the Christmas one.
I'll take it. Deck the halls and fire up the Yule log, because there's nobody merrier than you. You are Christmas, through and through, which means nothing will stand between you and getting on Santa's nice list. Continue to spread that infectious holiday cheer, because let's face it, being with you is the most wonderful time of the year.
Aww.
Aw,
Yeah.
that gave me warm.
It's gonna keep me warm through the winter.
Good stuff.
Wow.
We now know we have how many technical holidays are there, like recognized?
I don't know.
Or I guess
we
big
have
holidays.
to take that quiz with different answers until
Yeah.
we feel we did exhausted every option.
Is Mother's Day and Father's Day a national holiday?
What holiday are you? Mother's Day. Oh, well.
Shout out to Brent's mom.
Shout out to Brent.
Yeah.
Surprise, Mom.
Yeah. I'm a mom at heart as well.
I do want to point out that none of us got Thanksgiving, even though
Oh.
it's the
Oof.
Thanksgiving episode.
How
Let's
do we know
chose
that
the
was an
sexy
option?
cocktail over egg.
Hey,
rock.
go ahead and cut this off here, guys. We're gonna go ahead and retake it, and we're all gonna get Thanksgiving.
Pause the podcast, go
Yeah.
back. Everyone pick cornucopia for every answer.
All right. Now that we have our answers, all of our life questions have been answered.
Yeah, I
Um,
just need to live every day like on Valentine's Day.
Apparently, I
Exactly.
am Christmas.
Yeah.
No one merrier than you, Alex.
I was having an
appreciate
identity
the- I
crisis,
appreciate
but
that
now that
break
I
you
know that
gave
I'm
me in
Christmas.
between the semesters.
You're welcome.
All
All
right.
right.
We
Good
have a
stuff.
sponsor now. If you, Chad, what are the words?
All right, absolutely. So, has this ever happened to you? You leave work and head to the parking garage to head for home, and a panda hops out of a car and starts spraying you with bullets. You hop in the next car to grab an Uzi. If this hasn't happened to you, you haven't played the new game by the award-winning clothing outlet store, Super Panda Fred. In Super Panda Dead, you have control of a security camera in a parking garage, giving you perspective on 1/4 of the garage while looting cars to eliminate the other pandas. Next year, don't forget to grab your copy of Super Panda Dead and keep your eyes peeled for Super Panda Undead, the never-ending sequel.
Wow. What consoles is this coming out to?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
All
right.
of them, and all the ones in the future. It's gonna be ported to every console that ever comes out.
It should be pre-installed on your Windows, so just go ahead and launch it up.
By clicking on this episode, you have downloaded Super Panda.
Whether we wanted it or not.
Oh, you wanted it.
All right, next big thing, Brent.
All right, so we did it a while ago, but it's far enough. Unfortunately, I don't think our predictions went through. Mine were light up shoes. I don't think those panned out. What was Daniel? Yours was like jujubes or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, Jujubee is the candy.
Yeah, no. And Lindsay, you were like laceless shoes or something, weren't you?
Yep,
Okay.
I believe so.
So in
Uh,
the couple of months since we've done this, none of those have become big, shockingly.
But we're gonna do it again, and this time it's gonna be kind of Christmas themes. What is every single kid hoping to get in their Christmas tree stocking? Or
I thought we're on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Like, we're already jumping into Christmas.
okay, it doesn't have to be under the tree. It can be in. It could be
In the
tree,
cornucopia.
or in the cornucopia. What is every kid hoping to find in their cornucopia this Thanksgiving?
Our family does a cornucopia every year. And when we dig, there's always something very special at the very end of it. And so after eating all the fruit, I would love to just sit down and play some Super Panda Dead. I think that's going to explode within the next few months. I really do.
Wait, so how much is the sponsor paying you to say this?
For real.
Yes.
Shouldn't you know, Mr. Manager?
I should know, but apparently he got some bribes under my radar.
Yeah, that was off the record.
Out of the books.
Understandable. So, next big thing. What do all the kids want to see on their dinner plate this Thanksgiving?
Probably food. But it isn't
would imagine
food
so.
because you know what it is? It's a 1x1 Rubik's Cube. So, Rubik's Cube, super big in the 80s. Still, I think it is like the greatest selling toy of all time. But like a very small fraction of the percentage, me included, can solve a Rubik's Cube. And so, too hard for people, so a 1x1 Rubik's Cube.
That would bring me joy.
Exactly. Every kid wants one. Guaranteed.
Okay, I think I know what the next one is. What the next big thing is. 100%. No, 110% efficient light bulbs.
Whoa.
No energy is taken to use this light bulb. You just plug it in.
But if it's 110%, that means that the light bulb is like generating power.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we don't.
There's a new kind of transformer out there that creates energy.
Yep.
I love this idea. I think everyone would too.
How has this not been invented yet?
For real.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's gonna be the big thing. I'm working on some prototypes right now,
Yeah, because
then
you know all laws were meant to be broken.
correct.
Even Newton's second.
Shout out to all you engineers and Brent's mom.
Let's see how we should keep a counter. What do you got? What do you got? What do you think?
Okay, so here's my thought. On Easter, you get like chocolate shaped or bunny shaped chocolates, right?
As Easter, I can confirm, yes, that is true.
Thank you, Easter. Here's my idea, okay? It's chocolates shaped like the heads of famous presidents of America.
I'm not sure how, but I, for some reason, thought you were going to say presidents after you said famous. And I was right.
Wow.
I think we're in sync.
Impressive. Considering
As the manager, I'm not allowed this to be in the episode unless you put it right now.
Except
Brent.
that one guy.
What was his name?
I mean, I would love to circle up with the family and have a Reagan, a Ford, Jefferson, Carter. Shoot.
Washington, who, as we all know, is the reason everyone can fly.
Yeah.
Shout out to Washington and Brent's mom.
And Griffins.
Yeah, and the King of Griffins. Daniel, have you given yours?
I have not given mine. I think everyone's gonna get really into the spirit of Thanksgiving this year, and so the next big thing is gonna be a TV show, a live-action TV show where turkeys celebrate Thanksgiving and they cook things besides Thanksgiving. That's it. Every episode, it's them cooking something else.
So it's a cooking
Wait.
show.
No.
It's a magic show.
Oh.
Alright, we officially lost Chad.
I'm gonna need a second, guys.
While we're
laugh is
recovering
contagious.
our Chad from the depths of laughing.
That
Daniel, you've got our
played.
bombastic quote for
I-
today.
I sure do. And here it goes. Don't stuff a turkey you don't plan on eating.
Wow.
Yeah. So now, as per usual, our guests will be hosting the hypothetical. They'll be giving it to us. What do we got for today? Chad, Alex?
So, little known fact about, what was it? 3 million years ago? Or last century.
Yeah, it was
That's
last
right.
century.
Yeah, my bad. So, last
No big deal.
century, farmers were, for Thanksgiving, they realized that because of capitalism, they could plant a bunch of turkeys, and with these turkey trees, they would make a huge profit. So they bought a bunch of turkeys and planted them, obviously, to have a
Orchard?
Oh, I'm trying to remember. Are they
Yeah.
bushes or vines when they sprout?
It's kind of
Oh.
a conglomeration.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, regardless.
I have
Anyway.
to say, though, that Jim Higgins, the farmer, in 1920 won the award for the most turkeys planted.
That is true.
I didn't
It's
see that
because he
Netflix
learned how to
documentary
plant them
yet.
in bean pods.
Yeah. Regardless. Who's giving the hypothetical? That's right. All right. So, anyway, they did not sprout, and the turkeys are actually excellent burrowers. And so, between all the various farms, they started burrowing and made an underground nation of turkeys, really. Now, you can figure out which
A
country
nation.
this happened in, but Turkey. I mean, I'm no idiot. And so, this underground nation of turkeys, they began speaking a language that actually resembled gobbledygook. But regardless, they began forming a language and forming a nation. And Alex has more information on how their society developed.
Yeah, so about 50 years ago, these turkeys began planting sort of sleeper turkeys in turkey farms to help train the other turkeys how to speak. And so pretty much every farm in the world had one turkey that knew how to speak and would train the other turkeys how to speak, but pretended not to be able to until yesterday.
So,
Oh.
ultimately, that's the hypothetical. All turkeys have become sentient, and how does that change our world as we know it, especially in the Middle East?
Specifically Turkey. But so what we're going to say,
Shout
so
out to turkeys and Brent's mom.
that won't get old at all. All right. So all turkeys are sentient. So they are rational thinking turkeys, and we're able to communicate with them. So we don't know if they speak English, if they can write down something. I don't know. But we
We don't know
can
if they're
talk with them.
friendly.
Brent, turkeys have wings. They can't write.
They use their feet. Duh. I thought you.
Turkey spread.
I
stand
believe
corrected.
those are only Turkish turkeys who have learned
Yeah,
that.
what do they call? Is their nation recognized by the UN?
Turkey.
No, that is a good question. It's like, so first off, do we coexist? Are you willing to share, like, because technically speaking, it deserves rights, right? Because it thinks like us.
I would think so. Now the question is, do we give up some humans for them to have on Thanksgiving as long as we get some of them to have on Thanksgiving?
Well, see, that's only really a U.S. problem. Because they don't celebrate Thanksgiving elsewhere. However, turkey is eaten very widespreadedly. Do they have
Widespreadedly.
turkey? Obviously.
How many
why would
times
they-
do I have to go over this?
That's where it started.
Oh, I'm so
My
sorry.
goodness.
I think when the turkeys emerge, the humans initially want to go to war with them and lose. And the turkeys graciously let the humans keep their existence for a period.
But okay, no, hold on. For this ignoring comedy, are we actually going to lose a war against turkeys?
We lost a war against emus.
That's beside the point. And that was Australia.
Shout out to
We don't know what
Australia.
Australia is doing.
And Brent's mom.
I don't know. Australia's got its own problems, and so I don't think we would lose a war to turkeys. Hot takes here.
Okay, but these turkeys can burrow underground.
They're also freaking sleeper turkeys. Turtles. Oh, that's it.
Sleeper
That's next
turtles.
week.
Yeah, next week is what if turtles become sentient.
Any hunters that are going out to hunt turkeys, the turkeys now probably have an underground system where they can hear what the hunters are saying, and if they're coming to hunt turkeys, the turkeys are going to come after them.
That's fair.
Oh, do turkeys try and take revenge?
What's the
Because
gestation period of a turkey? How fast do they procreate? Because if they can multiply faster than we can, we're gonna be.
No, especially like we don't know how many underground societies they've formed. They could be under the entire world.
They've had
and
50
build
years.
Yeah,
structures
totally.
to hold the surface level up.
They would win because of the element of surprise. No doubt in my mind about that.
Yeah, but they would. I mean, assuming that they've learned enough at this point by existing in society that they know how telecommunications work, they could like find all the power and telephone lines and cut us off. And then if they do that like pretty simultaneously and then come up, we're not going to do so hot.
if I'm facing a turkey, I'm pretty sure I could win.
What
Pretty
about
sure.
a cyborg turkey?
I don't think they're cyborg turkeys.
We didn't say there wasn't, and I think we should explore this more.
So I would like to point out this is not including the cyborg turkeys, but the current population of Turkey, which I'm assuming is just all turkeys, 83,771,607 as of Saturday, November 16th.
And those are just the registered turkeys above ground.
That's right.
But even if they're comparable to the amount of humans, there's still, like, I'm not worried about them taking over. I'm more worried about, are we going to just completely destroy them as a race because we don't want to have to share with a, like, another rational race? Or if we would just, like, ship them, would we ship them all to Turkey? Would we exile all turkeys to Turkey?
Well,
That'd get complicated.
Is that like a
It'd get a little
reservation?
hairy because, Chad, you have a stat for
I
us?
found a new stat, so that was, of course, the population of Turkey, and this is 390 million turkeys in the world.
Also,
Above
only
ground.
the above ground registered ones.
And I don't believe cyborg turkeys have to be registered.
And after in this hypothetical scenario, after 100 years of farming turkeys, there's gonna be a lot more than that.
I'm just more concerned with
Well,
how
think
did
about
they...
it.
So and you know, I don't necessarily think we would even fight with them.
Well, think about it,
if
though.
they're intelligent and we think they deserve rights. I think that like it'd be akin to like if aliens came and they wanted to peacefully coexist, what would happen?
Well, okay.
Exactly.
Think about this though. Even if we,
We have new information.
The turkey gestation period is 28 days. So in 1 month, you've got 50% more turkeys. This is bad.
So, okay. But think about it. If we did for some reason could not coexist, we have only a specified window of time that we're allowed to hunt turkey.
Oh god.
It's a like half a month window of time. So if we open that up, I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem because we have to restrict it as is.
It's true. But you've always got the activists to worry about. And there are some activists who don't care whether or not the turkeys are sentient and still want to save them all.
PETA. Shout out to PETA.
And Brent's mom.
Oh man, she's gonna be happy this episode. It's the season finale. We're making up for the lost weeks.
That's right. Happy
Absolutely.
Thanksgiving, Mrs. Brent's mom.
It's problem.
We can't reveal Brent's last name here. That's confidential.
I thought B Money
just
didn't
don't
care
know
though.
For those of you who want Daniel's phone number, I will,
Oh, giving out the last name and everything.
I will be reading that at the end of this podcast.
Yeah, can we bleep that in post?
Cut here.
So I'll just pull the bleep sound from episode 9.
Just the standard sound. Well, no. Make a turkey sound right now, and we'll use that. Themed.
Oh, you're right.
It has to be louder, closer to the mic.
Yeah. All right. So
Perfect.
you
I
use
don't
that
know
as
about
the
you
bleep
guys,
sound.
but that sounded like a lot of googly gook.
Googly
Gobbledygook.
Gibbledy globbledy.
All right, he's too good at this. We need to get him off now.
He's becoming one of them.
Yeah, long story short, turkeys became sentient. They could overtake us through the element of surprise, but if we peacefully coexisted, it'd be weird.
No doubt.
It'd be very weird.
Because would they have hard feelings for all the past stuff?
Do they remember all the past stuff?
Most of these sleeper turkeys have been sleeping.
That's how it works.
Fair.
Makes sense to me.
Excellent.
All right, that I think is everything we've got on that topic, which leads us into our second ad break.
And now, a word from our sponsor. You've played Super Panda Dead. You loved the cutscenes in Super Panda Undead. The interns at Super Panda Fred are pleased to announce their lineup of 10 new games. Play against fellow pandas in tanks in a tank simulator that we call Super Panda Treads. You can also play as an FBI agent in Super Panda Feds. We are pleased to announce our new horror game, Super Panda Dread. Don't forget our game set in the 1960s in Russia, Super Panda Red. We've also got our new first-person headhunting game, Super Panda Heads. But wait, there's more. You can own a drugstore in Super Panda Meds. You can also run your own hotel in Super Panda Bed. You can be a shoe salesman in Super Panda Keds. You can also serve as a tailor in Super Panda Threads. And finally, in our ultimate game of the month, fight for your place in line against grumpy NPCs, your fellow pandas, and loads of gobbledygook in Super Panda Department of Motor Vehicles. We're excited for these games, and we know you are too. Visit spf500.jcpenney.com for more information.
Okay.
I'm impressed that in the span of this podcast, Undead was announced and hadn't come out yet. But since we're talking about turkeys, it's out now.
Yeah,
Let's
our dev
go.
time is about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
actually, the turkeys helped us get that going up. Those are the interns. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't mean to bash on the intern, but why didn't they just make like a sim type game where they could do all of this already, or like a GTA type thing, instead of coming out with multiple games?
Have you been reading our internal memos?
I have not.
Can we cut it here?
All right, so
Yeah, we don't want them to the sponsors to hear the insult I gave them.
Wow,
That's right. Well, we haven't come up with a name for that simulator. Just can't make it work.
The simulator. Yeah, you guys should do that.
Super Panda bread.
Yes. Looking forward to it. All right, Daniel.
Thank you, sponsor.
It's time for everything we've been waiting for. What have we been waiting for?
All right. Everything this podcast has been doing this season has led up to this, the Thanksgiving song. And if you didn't listen to the Halloween episode titled "The Weirpire Zomblin is Coming to Get You," is that right?
Yeah, the Werepire Zomblin's coming to get you.
Yeah. Okay. So we made a Halloween song there, and so I think we're gonna do it the same way we did it there. Discuss some themes of Thanksgiving, and then we're just gonna make up lines as we go.
If it's not about the Turkey Revolution, I'm cutting it. So.
Oh, well, of course that's going to be incorporated.
How's-
This could be like a pseudo-Halloween thing, like a scary Thanksgiving song, maybe.
I think we have to rhyme with gobbledygook
At some point.
at some point during the song.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Well done,
Sneak
Dan.
peek.
Okay, so I think a good first step, which we established last time, is coming up with the chorus. What's the chorus?
So what else are we going to talk about besides turkeys? Because there's more to Thanksgiving than just turkeys.
Cornucopia.
Well, we're talking about the Turkey Revolution, and it's like
Stuffing.
it's like it's like a song that's passed down. It's like one day we'll be free, Turkey son, and this is the song we sing.
We could make it about Timmy the turkey.
Timmy the turkey, is he a
Yeah, Timmy the
general
turkey.
in the Turkey Revolution?
Actually, he was a photographer.
Oh.
It's kind of like how Scott, what's his name, Star Spangled Banner.
Scott Key.
Oh.
Is that right? Scott Key.
Francis
Yeah.
Scott Key, yeah.
Yeah, Fritz Scott Key. So like he kind of wrote from like what he was seeing during
He was in a ship. I
that war.
believe.
Yeah. He was a prisoner on a British ship, and he wrote Star Spangled Banner. So that's kind of what Timmy the Turkey did. He was a photographer during the Turkey uprising.
Yeah, prisoner of war in a boat.
in a turkey slaughterhouse.
Yeah. In this hypothetical scenario, this actually becomes the national anthem of Turkey.
Oh. Wow. I didn't know we were. Wow.
Yeah.
And the
Shout out
holiday
to our
is Thanksgiving.
sponsor, Turkey.
The country of Turkey is sponsoring this episode. Thank you for your sizable income. All right, let's get something down.
Shout out to Turkey's economy.
Let's see.
Gobbles and shrieks
We're coming.
Okay.
with heat. Oh,
And
man.
guns and something.
Oh, yeah, we're on a roll now.
All right. So gobbles and shrieks were coming with heat. We desperately didn't want to be meat.
Okay. Okay.
I like that.
What was that again?
We desperately didn't want to be meat.
MEAT?
That is
Yeah,
how you spell
Yeah,
meat.
that's what I thought.
Gobbles and shrieks.
The Turkey uprising, it must go on.
Turkey uprising must go on. So we can awake to a new dawn.
Yes.
I love it.
That's the chorus.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a pretty good
Yeah.
chorus.
The terror will ensue no longer.
So, sorry, that was the chorus, right? So is
Yeah,
this
Yeah.
like a verse?
This is a verse.
This sounds like verse 4 to me.
Terror-
Alex already has 3 verses. Sorry, what'd you say, Dan?
The terror will ensue no longer.
Longer?
Well, you can end the line with a different word.
Is terror?
Well, no, the terror will ensue no longer. Something word, and then
Well,
The
we
terror
can
will
potentially
ensue
rhyme
no
with longer.
more. No
The
more.
terror will ensue.
This
No more.
Thanksgiving, we'll be eating.
fishmonger.
We'll all be fishmongers. The terror will ensue
With,
no longer.
well, I think more would be easier to rhyme with.
Yeah, that's right.
This Thanksgiving.
Although fishmonger is, there's so much we could go off of with fishmonger. But
Yeah, so I agree with Brent that more should be done, but
we can rhyme it with chore.
that's true. We only have a few syllables though for this one, so we may want to extend the first line so we can put more in, if that makes sense.
Terror will ensue no more.
Yeah, I write songs.
Serving humans is such a bore.
The terror will not continue. If you serve turkey, we'll go to a different venue. Thanksgiving terror must not continue. There you go. I like that.
Okay, I don't know if it's for this verse, but let me put it.
Oh, okay.
Thanksgiving dinner must not continue?
Yeah. If you're serving turkey, we'll go.
We'll change the venue.
So Thanksgiving dinner must not continue. If you're serving turkey,
We'll change the venue.
we'll change the venue.
Menu.
We'll change the menu. Boom. Good.
I
How did I miss that?
Yeah, we should. The terror will
So-
ensue no more. Serving humans is such a bore. Thanksgiving dinner must not continue. If you are serving turkey, we'll change the menu. I think that works.
That's a pretty good verse
right.
one.
Yeah.
Gobbles and shrieks, we're coming with heat.
Yeah, so
It's a rap now.
we can have this part be the
Sorry, Brent, what were you saying?
So we'll move, like, in order to not make this go on forever, so this will be the intro, and then this is the chorus, and then a closing set of verses.
You can't just have one chorus.
Wait.
we also can't have a 8-minute turkey song.
We also need a bridge, a hook.
So here's what I'm thinking. Verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, bridge. Verse, chorus, bridge, and that's it.
Oh, so it's like a 6-chorus song.
So there I was. The perfect setup. The perfect punchline. And come back to now. And I'm doing audio editing. And I realize he only said chorus 5 times. But I made the punchline a 6-chorus song. Making this now the new most embarrassing moment of my life. And I still kept it in. For you, the listener. I'm a man of the people. So, quick shout out to Brent's mom. And now back to your regularly scheduled podcasting.
No. Where'd you get that from? All right, so final verse. All right, so we've got to rhyme with gobbledygook.
Good.
The sight I saw was such a spook.
They don't understand our gobbledygook.
I love it. Thank you, Brent. Brent is fixing all my spelling errors.
All right. And then
Lindsay, give us a one-liner.
Oh, I don't know.
Sorry to wake you.
No, I've been awake. The sight saw was such a spook. They don't understand my gobbledygook.
something about their like a warning to humans, probably.
Be prepared.
I think we should definitely have to rhyme with
We're
gestation.
not scared.
We remember what you've done. I don't know.
Keep killing us. You're out of
Time.
you son. You could rhyme with son. Don't take our son.
So I think we should definitely have to rhyme with gestation. Be afraid
Uh,
of...
To us, humans are the infestation.
Perfect.
Be afraid of our rapid gestation.
And that's the end of the song.
Yep. And we'll sing through it just to make sure.
To us, humans are the infestation. I like that better. Whatever.
Perfect.
Oh, I like it.
No, since this is the national anthem in this hypothetical scenario we had, I feel like we should make it sound like a noble or like.
Yeah, everyone be sure to remove all hats. And what do turkeys wear hats?
Cyborg
What do turkeys wear that they could remove?
Sleeper turkeys do.
They sacrifice one feather.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do turkeys
Everyone
have eye
remove
problems?
your the feather closest to your heart. So we'll go each person.
Alex will lead us off. He did choir. So
Oh, well, I think so. In order to not mess up the audio, we should each only sing one line so it doesn't get messed up.
That's good.
Fair point.
So yeah, just line by line.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll take turns. We'll start. We can do Alex, Chad, Daniel, me, Lindsay.
Okay.
And then
And
repeat.
just yeah.
No, we'll do the first four. I mean, do you want everyone to? Oh, I guess you said you don't want to do everyone. Okay, never mind. Just go. Just go.
So,
Wait,
Don't
what?
listen to me. Don't listen to
Yeah,
me.
kick us off.
here we go. The terror will ensue no more.
Serving humans is such a bore.
Thanksgiving dinner must not continue.
If you are serving turkey, we will change the menu.
Gobbles and shrieks. We're coming with heat.
We desperately didn't want to be meat.
The turkey uprising, it must go on.
So we can awake to a new dawn.
The sight I saw was such a spook.
They don't understand our gobbledyglook.
Be afraid of our rapid gestation.
To us, humans are the infestation.
Wow.
Well, there you have it.
Wow.
The national anthem of Turkey.
What do you think is involved in becoming a citizen? Like, if I could.
You have to be a turkey.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think that's it.
is that a requirement?
That is racist.
Is it though?
Species.
Maybe.
Good stuff. All right. As you can expect, you will be able to find that song on iTunes. Just check the top trending. It'll be at the top.
Next
Actually,
big
I'm gonna
thing.
change my answer from Super Panda Dead to a copy of the Turkey National Anthem as recorded
Yes.
by Timmy the Turkey.
Yeah, he really just has the perfect inflection. You gotta listen to his
The way
version.
his gobbles gook.
Yeah.
Half a point.
Well, thanks for tuning into our Thanksgiving episode. Having two guests wasn't as bad as I thought. Do you guys think the same?
Hey,
I didn't know we were having to work for this.
The audio problems might have been pretty bad, but we'll fix it all in post. Hopefully, probably
Yep.
not.
Fair.
Uh,
Sorry about that, guys.
What's this we?
Well, I believe from what I heard, Lindsay, as the manager, delegated it to you.
Thank you. Someone finally understands, appreciates my work.
Yeah, you've got two votes from us. As long as you vote for yourself, you are delegated as the manager.
Okay, well, like always, you better follow us and comment, subscribe on all of our social medias. Alex and Chad, you better have already done that. If not, my social media manager will let me know, and you guys will be welcome back.
no comment.
End of season 1, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. We will be back.
Yes, clap.
Well done, guys. Honestly, on a serious note, I have very few of these throughout my lifetime. But it's been impressive to see what you guys have done, and I look forward to tuning in Every time, even episode 6. So
Wow. Shade
Well,
thrown.
A true fan. A true fan.
Can you believe we have no podcasting experience before this?
It's very well done. I was surprised at how quickly y'all got it on all of the channels, I guess is the word.
Platforms.
The real main host did
Channels,
that.
at least.
So
Brent did put a lot of work into that. So shout out to Brent here.
But it was me and Lindsay's moral support that really. Yeah, and don't forget me. Yeah, Alex was a big part of this too. I know him.
Oh, really?
And I think we can all recognize that we could not have done any of this without Brent's mom.
Yes.
And
There
that
you
can
go.
mean
Let's do one more round of applause. Let's do one more round of applause.
Happy birthday, Brent's mom.
Her birthday's in, but
Happy belated birthday, Brent's mom.
Oh shoot!
But going.
Did we forget to get her a gift?
Handwritten cards.
How does your mom
Yeah.
feel about turkeys?
That's shaped in the heads of presidents.
Like I faintly
All 12
mentioned.
games from Super Panda Fred. All right, I'll shut up now.
Tune in to our Christmas special for our little median in between this season and the next season starting the beginning of next year.
If you thought it got a little chaotic at times, just you wait.
That's a very specific detail that the manager did not approve. But
we'll put Daniel's turkey sound over that.
I think our guest kind of already gave some final thoughts. But any more final thoughts from any of you?
Tim the turkey, get back in your cage. All right. Legit final thoughts. Season 1 coming to an end. You know, fun story. How this podcast got started was I started a group chat and was like, "Hey, you guys want to do a podcast?" And
Wait, whoa. You and I talked about it, and then we came up with the idea to invite Daniel. That's how it went down.
But the point of that story was I was the main host because I started the group chat. Anyway,
You know, it is a funny story because I've told it before.
point is, I didn't actually. This has gone pretty far. I don't know if I ever thought it would go this far, but I'm grateful it did. I've had a bunch of fun. Season 1 was great. Had a blast recording all these episodes, getting to air 6.64 times 10 to the negative 10% of all population on Earth. Like, what other podcast can say that? So, yeah. I never. But yeah, season 1, it was great. Thanks for everyone listening, especially the people I know and have begged to listen. Thanks a lot. Will Smith, we're still waiting for you. Season 2. We expect episode 1 to be with Will Smith.
That's what I'm wondering if we get Will Smith, does he count? How many people does he count as for that percentage of?
Well, how many roles has he played?
Oh, we'll need to dive into this more.
We'll have to do the calculations in post. But Daniel, what do you think?
I think season 1 is over.
That's all you got?
Deep as always.
I think I would like to let all the listeners know Alex and I are choosing to go on a hiatus for the next episode. I think we signed a contract, so there'll be some legal stuff to get out of that.
Yeah.
Gobbledygook. All of it. Legal stuff. The manager handles that.
Lindsay, you've been
Pretty
on that, right?
Sure.
All right, it was really fun hanging with you guys. Thanks for putting up with me and Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for being our 4th and 5th guest.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was a
Wait.
ton of fun.
Which one is the 4th guest and which is the 5th?
You guys got to fight over right now.
Yeah.
He's taller.
I have the better profile picture.
Final thoughts for me. I think, if I recall right, Daniel said the wrong episode number at the beginning of the episode in the introduction.
Did he
Not a
actually?
big- I believe so. Not a big deal. Aside from that,
Episode 12.
I don't know. I don't remember what you said. I remember it being wrong. Like I said, or like Brent said, I did not think it'd get to this far. I didn't think we'd get through a full season. I thought it would die out. I've had a lot of fun doing this. It has been a great hobby that I've picked up, and yeah, aside from that, I have a lot of fun. Thank you, Alex and Chad, for showing up and doing this with us. You guys are quite enjoyable, and maybe, just maybe, I'll have to talk to the manager, but maybe you can come on another
I
episode
don't know
sometime.
what to interpret from that.
Yeah, well,
But-
thank you guys for having us.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
And every listener listening, please share this with your friends just because Dan let me know. I shared it with a bunch of my friends, and now we have listeners in Virginia. So
Oh, yeah.
just share this because your friends will find it enjoyable. And if they don't, I'm sorry, they're your friends.
You're definitely the fourth guest.
But as always,
After everything you and Alex have been through together.
Your mom is the
as always, everyone have a bombastic week.
Signing off. See you next season.